symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
John Henry's is now offering electrical service. Our service professionals have been helping with plumbing, heating, and cooling in Lincoln and the surrounding areas for more than 25 years. Now, we're proud to offer the same level of professionalism in our new electrical service. From a whole home rewire to adding new outlets or electric car chargers, John Henry's can be your one-stop shop for all your home's needs. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. Our family serving yours since 1996.
It's not just about the shoe. It's about your fit.
What sets Fleet Feet aside from everything else that we've experienced is my girls being runners. They have very different needs. And so that technology with the scanning and the personal touches is just unmatched. I met Lori almost 16 years ago, and when I saw Lori open this, I knew there was no other place that I wanted to go to have someone help me with my footwear and everything else involved with running. Fleet Feet doesn't just fit your shoes, they fit your life.
Fleet Feet Lincoln. Find your fit today.
Kearney, Nebraska is the getaway you never knew you needed. With comfortable, premium lodging, eclectic shopping, and a variety of locally owned craft food and drink options, Kearney has something for everyone. By day, you'll find rich history, outdoor adventure, and some of America's most unique attractions. And by night, our many entertainment options, dazzling performances, and unique hangouts offer the perfect way to unwind. Visit Kearney. It's so much more than just in the middle.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or good-to-go convenience stores today. And by Heritage at Fountain Point in Norfolk. Living better.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do, just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
This is Christina Wemhoff from Madison County Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We know not everyone's home loan needs are the same, and that is why our lenders have both the practical experience and product knowledge to ensure your solution is a perfect match for your needs. So we invite you to come into your local Madison County Bank branch and talk to us about your dream home today. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
NCN Sports is brought to you by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years. Want to know which games we're televising each week? Follow us on X at NCN Sports.
For over 40 years, Claybaugh Pharmacy has been your trusted, family-owned, full-service pharmacy. We provide traditional medical options, medical equipment, immunizations, and over-the-counter products. We take pride in going above and beyond to improve the health of our community. And to ensure you have a seamless experience, manage your profile and refills with the touch of the finger from home. Claybaugh Pharmacy in downtown Beatrice, your hometown family-owned pharmacy.
NCN Sports is presented by Teammates. Join the team. Be a mentor. Go to teammates.org today. Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. And by Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith.
A wonderful night for some high school hoops. It is a Thursday night in December, and we've got North Bend Central as the host team taking on the visiting Columbus Lakeview Vikings. Thanks for joining us on News Channel Nebraska tonight. My name is Galen Devin, joined by Lou Siefker, as we're getting prepared for a fun early season battle between two teams that we know a little bit about, but not a lot about, and a lot of potential. A lot of things can be learned tonight on the hardwood, Lou.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think both these teams are teams with a lot of potential, and this might be a separation game. I know it's December 18th, but, you got a lot of basketball to be played, but which one of these teams is really a contender, and maybe which one is still working their way into that category? We'll find out.
So as we take a look at the Vikings 2-2 on the season, North Bend Central is 3-2 on the year so far. Vikings are losers of their last two. They started off great with wins over Boone Central and Arlington. They fall into Aurora and Wayne. Some tough battles there. Looking to get back into the winning column with first-year head coach Caleb Klender, who's been all around, was from the Ainsworth area, the Valentine area, then moved on and took over for Tyler Colvin. He's been at Omaha Concordia for the last 6 seasons, helping them, and now takes over for this Viking team and has a lot of good things to work with.
Yeah, I agree. That's been a tough start to the season because this is their 4th straight road game. They opened up at home against Boone Central and got a win, beat Arlington, and then, as we mentioned, Aurora and Wayne on the road. So they're trying to find their first, or I guess it would be their second, but they're trying to get off that losing streak here on the road.
For North Bend Central, started off with a pair of wins against Bishop Newman and Seward, fell to Malcolm and West Point Beamer, but I picked up a big win against Wisner Pilger. And Jonathan Bear in his 13th season has done a great job with this Tiger program. Take a quick look at a couple of our key players today. We will start with the Lakeview Vikings. Someone to watch out for. Caleb Slope has been very good this season, the 6'1 senior, averaging just over 12 points per game. He's a really do-it-all player for the Vikes.
Yeah, 12 points a game, but also about 4.5 rebounds a game. Good football player. We saw him in the semifinals there of state in football. That's always an argument for teams early in the year, is that you didn't get a lot of practice time because of the football success, but Slope's one of those players I think certainly Lakeview will count on. It's a tough matchup here on the road against NBC, but Slope's going to have to be a scorer, I think, tonight for the Vikings.
As for North Bend Central, watch out for Coda Bear. He's really stepped up from last year to this season, has kind of taken into a big role as a key player, averaging nearly 14 points per game. We talked about Slope being a do-it-all guy. It's the same exact thing for Coda Bear. He can do anything.
Yeah, Bear's average is almost 14 points a game. He has a little over 3 assists and 2.5 steals a game. So you're right. He's a guy that does a little bit of everything for NBC, and if he's not scoring, he can affect the game in different ways, whether it's on the offensive end, the defensive end. I think on the defensive end, it's going to be big tonight. Can you get some steals against Lakeview and turn those into transition opportunities? That's where Coda Bear will be important for the Tigers.
Stay tuned. We've got starters, school spotlight, and tip-off coming up next between North Bend Central and Lakeview. It's right here on NCN.
Whether we're talking commercial or residential plumbing, Lamel Plumbing is the place you call. Lamel provides 24-hour emergency service as well. Call them if you get in a tight spot. And as for their retail items, well, you got to check out some of their faucets, some of their kitchen items, and some of their bathroom items like their Onyx showers. And hey, say you got a digging job, you call Lamel Plumbing for that too. They've added a full-time crew for you, doing backhoe, trenching, and sewer work. Take that digging job off your list and have Lamel do it for you. That's Lamel Plumbing in Beatrice, now at their new location on North 7th Street in Beatrice.
Lakeview and North Bend Central. My name is Caitlin Devon, joined by Lou Siefker here tonight. We saw a bit of a different thing you don't usually see in the state of Nebraska. You don't see 3 teams playing at a school. We had Pender and North Bend Central in the girls' game. Now you got Lakeview and North Bend Central in the boys' game. That doesn't usually happen unless it's a tournament format. That is not the case. It's just 2 different teams playing North Bend Central.
Yeah, I saw that on the schedule, and it said North Bend Central versus Pender and Lakeview. I was pretty sure they didn't co-op. That's a bit of a distance to go. So
Pender and Lakeview, the ultimate co-op.
You don't see it very often this way. It's the first time I've seen it in 15 years here. So we'll see. I mean, it's fun, I guess. You got a different team to play NBC here in North Bend.
Well, there's a lot of key players. You just saw a moment ago Blake Rathbone being a guy along with Caleb Slope averaging 13.3 points per game. But how about the starting lineups for North Bend Central? Again, thanks to Medica with the Medica Health Planner, not just covered, you're cared for. You saw Coda Bear, but Cash Hunnish is going to be a really crucial player as well. He averages 16.2 points per game. He wears 55, almost like he's a big man, but he can literally play anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, he's 5'9", but he's got some girth to him and some strength. He's one of those players that can take you inside or outside.
And something that you will see from Cash Hunnish, he will get after it. He's aggressive, he's fierce, and it's going to be a fun matchup, just whoever has to cover him, not only on offense, but also on the defensive end. Tip-off is away, and it is taken by North Bend Central. Here we go on a Thursday night in December. It's windy, it's cold. A pass from Hunnish, blocked at the rim, rebound up in the air, and picked up by Ryder Brubbitz. Three-pointer Hunnish, it is long. And another offensive board, open lane, foul. Finally, aggressive Brubbitz going to the line.
Brubbitz with 3 offensive rebounds on that possession. That'll help your average.
I'll take that.
That's good effort, though. I mean, gets rewarded here after the third one. It gets to the free throw line.
We pad those stats. Free throw is no good from Ryder Brubbitz. The foul called against Grayson Vogt. Second free throw, no good. Neither of them good for Brubbitz. Lakeview led by Jackson Cedar across the floor. Beautiful all blue jerseys here today. It's a good jersey combo. Vogt with the fake pass goes up, draws the foul.
And speaking of guys with some stoutness to them, Vogt's a bigger fella down there. He's got strong upper body, gets that shot off, gets to the free throw line.
6'3" senior, Grayson Vogt. Free throw up and good. So Lakeview 2-2 on this season. They average about 50.7 points per game. They allow 52, which is a slight negative point differential. Not bad at all. Minus 1.75 points per game, which is, almost nothing. After missed free throw offensive board going up and another whistle. Parker Ostin heading to the line.
Caleb Slope there with that offensive rebound. And did a great job there to wait for Ostin to cut and get him the basketball. He didn't force a shot. Being underneath the basket, gave it up, and it's his teammate Parker Ostin a chance at the free throw line. Another miss. Both teams cold from the free throw line here to start.
A lot of things to be excited for if you're head coach Caleb Klender in your first year for the Vikings. Last year, Lakeview went 9-14, which is one of the best seasons that this Lakeview basketball roster has had in recent history. It was just the third time Lakeview has reached 9 wins in 11 seasons. Lakeview's not had 10-plus wins since the 2013-14 year. Big drive and an offensive foul called against Ryder Brubbitz.
Well, Brubbitz he puts that shoulder down. We'll see in the replay. Watch that shoulder come down. Looked like Ostin probably wasn't in very good defensive position, but it's that duck that shoulder and put it into the defender. I think that's where the foul comes from.
Right. It's not always you have to have your feet set. If it's an aggressive move like that with an intent, it's going to be a whistle every single time. Flips it across the floor, taken away off a tip pass. Drew Sterup with the steal, and now going down low. And a whistle down to the floor. Ethan Cluck going to the free throw line. Already lots of fouls so far. We've already seen 6 free throws between both teams. 1 for 6 for shooting so far.
Only one made free throw. I think both teams would like to shoot well from the free throw line, especially when you're having opportunities. More opportunities, another miss. But more opportunities at the free throw line usually means, more points for your team. If you got to start knocking them down. I know the game just got going, but
Cluck ties the game at 1. Both teams shooting 1 for 4 from the free throw line to start, and we are only a minute and a half into this game. If things continue on this trajectory, watch out for foul trouble. Floater no good. Offensive rebound collected by Cedar.
Cedar got up there, got some hops.
He's a 5'10 sophomore. Jump out of the gym. Near side. Three-pointer is short. Rebound goes to Hunish. Up the floor, finding Bear. Bear to the low post. It's Hunish. Moves around his defender. Goes up, and a foul called on the floor. Whistle goes against Parker Osten. That is his first foul. But already 3 fouls on each side. And we'll see 2 free throws at 5 fouls for each side. That's something to keep your eye on here in the first quarter. Hunish takes a catch-and-shoot 3. It's no good. Rebound by Cedar, and another whistle. So now Lakeview is just 1 foul away from being put into the bonus.
Yeah.
Second whistle
Got
against Drew Sterup.
8 free throws in the not even 3 minutes into the quarter yet. Not even barely 2 minutes.
Again, foul trouble could be an early story in this contest. Out to the right wing, Slope. Bounce pass back to the corner, now underneath, and a takeaway for Ethan Cluck. Stirrup has it up the floor. 1-1 ball game. Hunish will take a deep 3, in and out. Slope with the board. Up the floor, pass gets it over to Rathbone. Near side three-pointer is good. Triple for Jackson Cedar, and the Vikings up 4-1.
Cedar, not shy, pulling that trigger from that deep corner.
Carnats finds Hunish, nearly lost it, keeps his dribble up and no good. Slope with another board. Rathbone, he had an outstanding game in that semifinal against Sydney, although they lost. Rathbone had 3 touchdowns in the football contest. Here's a steal. Bear out of bounds, staying with NBC.
Tigers have turned the Vikings over 3 times here in this quarter, but they haven't scored off of those turnovers. You want to be able to get points off turnovers and make that to your advantage.
First quarter brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. Norfolk, they're building a legacy, 1 patient at a time, 1 generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day. Bounce pass, kick ball in it, takeaway. I was going to say, it was kicked by Slope, and he got the ball, but that has to be a whistle, and it is.
Not too far away from football season there.
That's right.
Feet.
Pass in. Gets it to Quinn Armstrong. Finds Bear. Hesitation. Slowing things down. Got some high-quality coaches on that Lakeview sideline. Talk about Caleb Klender, who's a star player. Played really good basketball. Was also a football player at Morningside. Along with Klender, right next to him, you got like Jason Suits, who's from right down the road in Humphrey. He was a part of that Humphrey-Lindsay 3-state championship team 4 times. A top 3 finisher at state, along with his brother Jacob Suits. Kick out. Good move. Inside floater. It is no good. And the rebound goes to Jackson Cedar. Halfway through quarter number 1, it is a 4-1 Lakeview lead. And Cedar slips down. Hunish with the ball. Up to Bear. Bear steps through and gets it to drop.
You hit the backboard, got hit there. It might have been goaltending either way. That's the first time, that 4th turnover on Lakeview. First time NBC scored off that turnover.
Yeah, Levi Hirota got up, tried to get his whole hand smashing against the backboard. Hirota down to the low post, kicks, finds Cedar, back to Hirota, good move. And it is a finish for Levi Hirota at the rim.
A good ball movement. Hirota, as you mentioned, right at the rim there. That's a high quality, high percentage look there for Lakeview.
Armstrong's got it on the wing, finds Karnatz. Under 3 to go, quarter one. Karnatz drives, gets the shot with a little floater. It's a 1-point game.
Solid drive by Karnatz, takes it all the way into the lane and scores.
6-5 Vikings. Cedar on the roll, blocked. Karnatz with the chase down and the denial at the perimeter.
That's an excellent closeout because he got the block, didn't foul, didn't make contact. Able to close out, get a hand up. See if we can see this. Watch this quick closeout. Get the hand up there, get your hand on that shot, and don't make contact with a shooter.
5'11 junior with the big block. 2.5 to go in quarter one. Cedar over to Slope. Now Hirota gets another one to drop. He's got 4 points, right at his average through 4 games.
Another great pass for a very high percentage shot.
Backing down, Cluck waits patiently, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get the whistle. Whistles have been swallowed in the last 4 minutes. A drive and no good. Offensive board. Ostin kick out. Finds Rathbone and a bit of a reset of a possession for the Vikings. Cedar pulls up jumper, no good. Rebound fought forward, taken away by Rathbone. Trying to keep it in play, and he does on the floor. It's Slope, and a timeout called by Caleb Klender. 1:36 to go in quarter number one. Fun, competitive game so far. 8-5, Vikings on top of the Tigers.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. Schaefer's, we're more than just TVs and appliances. And by Claybaugh Pharmacy, your locally owned hometown pharmacy.
$1:36 to go in quarter number one. We got some, were these ugly sweaters or just regular sweaters? I don't want to be rude.
Yeah, we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but yeah, those are some ugly sweaters. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess so. They're sweaters.
They're warm, though. I don't care what they look like. It's cold outside.
It is cold outside. That's a good point. Lakeview with a 3-point lead. Kick it to the wing for Rathbone. Good pass, far side. Rathbone wants a three. Gets it to drop. Blake Rathbone for three.
The ball movement was also predicated with the drive toward the basket against that zone. Penetrate that zone, kick it out, find that three-point shooter, and knock it down.
Here's the drive and a whistle. Foul called on the floor. This goes against.
At the reach there on Cedar, I believe.
Yeah, Jackson Cedar gets the foul. I think the hire of Caleb Klender is going to be really good for Lakeview. He spent a lot of time with a very good Concordia team. 5 of the 6 years that he was an assistant on that team, they made it to the state tournament. Hunish, baseline kick out, Bear for three. Long, rebound goes to Cedar. Cedar feeds it up to Slope, puts it up and a whistle. As Caleb Slope goes down, gets back up to the free throw line.
Well, Lakeview looking to run off that rebound. Good contact. I like what Slope did there. Just enough contact, draw that contact, and then get that shot up. The official gives him the call, but that's what you want to do is try to draw that contact and get that shot up So you have a chance at a three-point play. If not, you're going to get a couple of free throws.
A good start for the Vikings. 12-5. Second free throw, no good. Same team, and it turns into a Lakeview offensive board. Trying for three, no good. Still with the Vikings. Nearly a rebound for NBC. And then now we have a turnover. Yeah, hits the official, so this will be a turnover and give it back to NBC.
It's the one thing that Lakeview has not done well in this quarter is eliminate the turnovers. They've got 5 in that first quarter, but they've really done a great job on the boards. That's 6 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. They'll have a great chance to win this game if you can continue to control the boards like that.
Seven-point lead for the Vikings. 12 seconds in the first quarter. Low post, turnaround. Kick out to the corner, down to 6. Pull-up jumper, that's Carnat's, no good. Down to 3. Slope will put it up, and no good. Off to the right, but ends a fun first quarter. Back and forth, and the Lakeview Vikings with an early 7-point lead over the North Bend Central Tigers. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages. Because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Foot and Ankle.
Vikings start quarter number 2 with possession of the basketball, and they have just been dominating the glass, Lou.
Yeah, they're up 13-5, and there's another turnover. Lakeview has struggled with that.
Carnat step through, it's no good. And a diving board picked up by Ostin.
Now it's 14-5 in favor of Lakeview, plus 6 offensive rebounds in that first half. They've really cleaned the glass.
So Lakeview with more offensive boards than North Bend Central has rebounds.
Yeah.
Jackson Cedar. He likes those jump passes. You noticed that a couple times today. Flips it near side for Rathbone. 3 on the shot clock. Cedar will float up a 3. It's short. Gets his own board, and he stepped out of bounds.
That's unfortunate. That was a good effort play. Just extended that leg to jump into the lane and happened to touch the baseline. Gives the ball back to NBC.
Well, the Tigers just kind of fell asleep off the miss. I think they thought it was a violation.
Yeah.
Drive off the glass, and it drops. That's a tough shot and a finish for Drew Stirrup.
Yeah, Stirrup almost out of control there. He kept himself in control enough to get that shot off and in.
Cedar kicks to Rathbone, now low post. Ostin. Good feed to Vogt. Vogt and 1. He's fired up.
NBC playing that 2-3 zone, and they're playing it deep there. Watch him sneak in to the paint. They didn't. Nobody really paid any attention to Vogt. He sneaks in there, and again, Lakeview just getting so many high percentage looks. One of the reasons they're up 7.
Can't lose sight of Grayson Vogt. with the free throw. It is good. 15-7. Columbus Lakeview ahead of North Bend Central. Into the corner, it is Carnats. And Cash Hunish lost it.
I think it went off Rathbone's foot.
That stays with NBC. So good fortune there for the Tigers.
Well, NBC has not turned it over. They've handled the basketball well, but it's been Lakeview that's been getting all the good shots here so far. NBC's got to try to find some rhythm offensively here in the half court.
Bear wanted the roll, goes near side instead. Quinn Armstrong with the floater fadeaway, no good. That sends the 6'4" freshman to the free throw line.
Yeah, Armstrong gets into the paint there. You know, try to get in a little bit of a rhythm. That's one way to do it, is drive into the paint and get a good shot. The young man, boy, these freshmen get more and more talented, but misses the first free throw.
It was a really good NBC a couple of years ago. This squad made it to the East Husker Championship game. A lot of really good performances from a couple of guys you still see on the floor today, but last year went 13-12. It was a seesaw year for the Tigers. They started 0-4, then won their next 9 in a row, then lost the next 4, and finished 4-4 down the stretch, finishing 13-12. Trying to replicate that 9-game win streak. How about that? Big shot underneath. Grayson Vogt owning the paint. He's got 6.
Love to see the shot chart from Columbus Lakeview. Everything's in the paint right now.
17-8. It's Lakeview ahead of NBC. Hunish goes away from the screen and then throws it away. Taken by Levi Hirota. Cedar inside. Ostin lost it. Tried to chase down and get the ball back. And that is a foul called against Parker Ostin.
Yeah, just a little careless there. Get a good tip on that defensive play, and then diving after the loose ball, you commit the foul. That's number 2.
Ethan Cluck, Reed Carnat's back in for NBC. Drew Sturrup gets it in to Dakota Bear. Caitlin Devon, Lou Siefker joining you today. Open 3 for Bear, off back iron, no good. Rebound collected by Lakeview. On a good move, stepping to the side. It's Ty Schmidt. Wide open. Alone is Rathbone for 3. Naked, unafraid, knocks down the triple.
Left-handed jumper. Great job, and another steal.
Caleb Slope lost the ball out of bounds and stays with the Vikings. Second quarter brought to you by Steve Carper and the crew at O Street Carpet. 20-8, 12-point lead for Lakeview.
Yep, Lakeview starting to turn NBC over. They've had their own problems taking care of the basketball in this first half, but the rebounding on this offensive side has been so much in the favor of the Vikings.
Offensive foul. That is called against Hirota. Gives possession back to the Tigers.
Well, you got a chance now if you're NBC to trim into that lead. Been able to turn Lakeview over 8 times, and you've got to be able to score off these turnovers if you're going to stay in the game.
Yeah, the offense has just not quite been there for North Bend Central. What are you hoping to see they change and adjust to?
Well, I think we've seen guys a few times turn down pretty good shots. I think you want guys to continue to attack the middle of that defense, get the ball in the paint, and continue to try to get to the free throw line. But I think you're also going to have to be able to knock down a few jump shots here before it's all said and done.
Bear, no good. He lost the ball. Slope up the floor, stops at the high post. Finds Schmidt. Trying to roll back around Slope, and Bear right on him, trying to grab the ball. Slides down. It looks like we'll see a tie-up. It is.
What a great play by Bear.
He was all over that thing defensively.
Watch him create the separation. The ball gets knocked away, and then just dive in there and tie the man up, and then get possession on the alternating possession. Goes back to NBC. So Bear able to play a great play there defensively and get the ball back for his team.
Hunish working on Rathbone. He goes up and is fouled hard. Cash Hunish to the free throw line today. This 5'9" senior, averaging 16 points per game, has not yet found a bucket.
Yeah, mentioning the offense, another way to get the ball to go into the hoop is to you got to step up there and knock down free throws. And officials discussing again here.
Quick conversation with Bear and Carnats and Hunish in earshot. We're trying to listen in on the official conversation. Hey, no eavesdropping, fellas. Come on. I'm wondering if Klender just wanted a quick explanation on something. It looks like that's what he got.
NBC going to win the ball game. You've got to shoot at a better percentage here from the free throw line.
Misses the first. 2 of 7 to start from the line for North Bend Central. Deep breath for Hunish. And misses the second one, too.
25% won't cut it.
Still a 12-point Lakeview lead. Three-pointer open for Schmidt, and he knocks it down. Ty Schmidt on the board.
Obviously, it's Lakeview that's been able to knock down perimeter shots.
Low post and another foul. This one going against Levi Hirota. His second foul of the contest.
Well, the question is going to be here for Lakeview. I mean, they're up nicely right now, but who's going to be on the floor come fourth quarter? There's been a lot of fouls called here.
Well, it's bonus action for North Bend Central, 5-1. So Lakeview's got a while before they can get in the bonus. So now it's really essential. If you're North Bend Central, you have to take advantage of these free throw opportunities.
Yeah, 3 for 9 right now as a team.
4 for 10, 40%, 15% in just the last 2 shots. It's a good raise.
Yep, absolutely. Get pluck up there to knock down a couple.
Rathbone nearly lost it. Hunish on him defensively. It's tight. Rathbone almost threw it away. Will be a kick ball. Stick around for our Sartor Heyman halftime highlights. Stunning engagement collections, exceptional diamonds, and dazzling gemstones can be found at their Lincoln and Grand Island locations.
Is that where you bought my Christmas present from this year?
And I'm not telling you what I got you for Christmas. Schmidt goes out of bounds, and it's NBC basketball. That ruins the surprise. You know, my wife asks me that every year. What'd you get me? I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
It ruins Christmas.
Yeah, that Lamborghini parked outside. I'm not sure is that mine or is that?
It's not yours. Under 3 to play in quarter number 2. Three-pointer, Hunish left alone.
Finally, a perimeter shot falls. NBC needed that one. It's been Lakeview that's been able to score inside and outside. Hunish felt pretty good, I think, about that one. Relieved anyway.
10-point deficit, now 12 as Caleb Slope knocks it in.
Yeah, Lakeview has scored at a high level there in the low post. A quick turnover. North Bend Central getting hurried up. Giving the ball right back to the Vikings.
Yeah, Bear threw a hot pass. through his teammates' hands. 12-point lead for the Vikings. Just over 2 to go. This is picked off. Drew Sterup intercepts it, puts it up, no good. And another rebound. And a timeout called by Caleb Klender after the board by Caleb Slope. 2 minutes to go in half number 1, 25-13. Vikings on top of the Tigers. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Whether you're rolling up in a semi, pulling a horse trailer, heading to the lake with your boat, or just cruising in a car or motorcycle, Speedy Mart is your stop. Fuel up fast, grab your favorite snacks, stretch out with plenty of parking, and step inside for a roomy store and friendly faces. And hey, teams love it before and after the game. Speedy Mart convenience stores, fueled for every road.
Stick around. We'll show you some cool things happening with RMV Construction. And if you need a project that needs built, RMV Construction is the company you need to call. 25-13 Lakeview, building on last year's 9-win season. It was the third 9-win season for the Vikings in the last 11 years. And that matches the high wins mark they've had in 11 seasons. Lakeview's not had 10-plus wins since 2013-2014. A team that is just so good, a school that is so athletically gifted, just hasn't seen that success on the men's basketball floor.
Go all the way back to 01 and 02, where they battled Bishop Newman in championship games. They won it in 2001 and then lost to Newman in 2002 in the championship game.
Rathbone. And ball out of bounds. Ty Schmidt couldn't handle it. 1:34 to go until halftime. What a solid showing from Lakeview in half number 1. They've made the most of their opportunities, even though they've turned the ball over a few times. It's been really good to see for the Vikings.
They've struggled handling the basketball, but still up 12 points.
Taking the ball back, and then Slope just lost it. Nearly tumbled in to our boy John Haxby over there. He's okay. Give him a little thumbs up. That's right.
That's why we got John down there.
Exactly.
He can handle that combat.
Chases tornadoes. He can handle anything.
Oh, there you go. You don't see a team. You don't see a team up 12 very often with 12 turnovers. In the first half.
Takes a three. He buries it. A huge triple and a foul. Basket is good. And 2 shots. Whoa. A potential 5-point play, essentially.
A foul after the shot, I believe. And now you're in the bonus, so you've got clock back at the free throw line.
And this is the first one, but still a big swing. And getting a three, and even a chance at an extra point, that'll help. Cluck misses them both. Regardless, it's a huge three-pointer from Hunish. Just over a minute to go in the first half. And a travel.
Again, now 13 turnovers on the Vikings. That's, I mean, you're rarely ahead with that sort of turnovers. NBC's been able to draw a lot of fouls. They just have not shot well from the free throw line at all. That they have not been able to take advantage of that.
Into the corner for Stirrup. He'll take the three. It is no good. Ty Schmidt with the board. Out of bounds, and it will stay with Lakeview. One of the things that Coach Klender was talking about for this Columbus Lakeview team, one of their strengths, that they're just getting better defensively. We've really seen that today. Their defense has been good. They've really competed, especially on the interior and fighting for those rebounds.
Yeah, their rebounding has been excellent. The one thing they haven't done is take care of the basketball. They've done just about everything else pretty well. When they've taken care of it, they've gotten good shots.
Cedar, tough shot, no good, fading forward. Stirrup with the rebound. 15 on the clock in quarter number 2. Bears looking at it, looking for something. Feeds it to Cluck. Finds Stirrup. Turn around and no good. Put back, yes! Ethan Cluck gets it to go. At the buzzer, full court heave, no good. But a much needed bucket on a putback from Ethan Cluck. And it is a 7-point game. Take a look at this play. Cluck with the putback. And that is half number 1 coming to a close. 25-18 Lakeview. 7-point lead for the North Bend Central Tigers. We'll have our halftime highlights, stats, analysis, and more next. This is News Channel Nebraska.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
Hey, it's me, one of those students on the waiting list for a Teammates mentor. I've heard Teammates is so fun and awesome. You get to talk, laugh, play games, and hang out with a positive, caring adult once a week at school. Teammates helps students believe in themselves, and 97% of mentees are proud to be a part of it. I'd love to be one of those mentees, but we need more mentors. So if you got an hour a week to be someone a student like me can count on, go to teammates.org today. Join the team. Be a mentor.
25-18 at the break. It is Columbus Lakeview ahead of North Bend Central. Caitlin Devin, Lou Seifker joining you today on News Channel Nebraska. You can make sure to follow us on all types of social media, Facebook, X, Instagram, and on YouTube. You can actually watch previous games, some top plays, interviews, all that good stuff on YouTube. You can listen to Lou Seifker go over and over again and over again. It's like heaven.
Yeah, who could ask for anything more than that, really?
If you want to see his face, you can follow us on X.
That might be asking too much.
Yeah, I agree. It might be a little too much there. Want to say a big thanks to our friends, RMV Construction. They're doing some really cool things, and we're featuring the beautiful Yanni Park Pavilion in Kearney, a $3.7 million project that RMV Construction recently completed. They built this 3,600 square foot event space with features a catering kitchen, wraparound patio, and a fire pit area. Every detail shows the care and quality that RMV puts into their work, whether it's a community space, commercial project, or something totally unique. Trust the team that brought the Yanni Pavilion to life. Big thanks to our halftime show, RMV Construction, with offices in Kearney and Lincoln. Trusted, local, proven. Freeman Auburn tomorrow. That'll be a fun one for a girl-boy doubleheader. It's network-wide. You can watch from anywhere. Starts at 5:50 Central Time. Well, Saturday, again, North Platte and Norfolk already. That's an early season rematch between those two.
Yeah, Norfolk boys and girls won the first one. I'm sure the Bulldogs kind of itching to get back to Norfolk and maybe pay them back.
In a Monday afternoon game, Lincoln Southwest taking on Columbus. And then on Tuesday, Lincoln North Star and Millard North. And also Tuesday, Lincoln Northeast and Kearney. Then right off the screen, we'll have a really fun game on Wednesday in that Northeast Nebraska, the shootout tournament in Wayne. They have a really fun holiday tournament up there. A lot of really good quality teams that we'll see. Be a ton of fun, too.
Well, we saw the Pender girls earlier. They're in that tournament.
They will be.
So we
very
might
well could see them
well
on Wednesday.
Yeah, very well could.
25-18 at the break. The Vikings over the Tigers. Stay tuned. We'll take a look at our halftime highlights brought to you by Starter Heyman. It is coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
I got my colonoscopy for my family.
I get my colonoscopies yearly because I am high risk for colon cancer due to a gene that I carry. And so I feel it's very important to have your screenings to prevent colon cancer.
As a healthcare professional, I see how colon screening saves lives.
I got my colonoscopy because my dad has colon cancer, and he actually ended up with an ileostomy because his cancer wasn't found via colonoscopy. It was found because he had problems later.
At my age, I didn't really think I needed one, but I realized after my first colonoscopy that it was the best step I could have taken for my health.
I got my colonoscopy because I realized the importance of early detection and that PrEP wasn't as bad as everybody made it out to seem.
The first colonoscopy happened at age 45, and subsequently now I have them every 3 years per recommended guideline. Early detection is our best fight against a colorectal cancer if it were to occur.
Anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
Let's take a look at our school spotlight. North Bend Central and Columbus Lakeview, of course. Columbus Lakeview from Columbus, just north of town, right by the lake. Makes sense. You put two and two together. Columbus, Lakeview. It's a great view of the lake if you've ever been there, Lou. Vikings are part of the Central Conference, 260 students in the school. As for North Bend Central, of course, right here in town at North Bend in Nebraska. They are the Tigers, part of the East Husker Conference, 138 students in the school. Seemed very amused by that.
Yeah, I enjoyed your explanation of the obvious there. But
I'm happy. Let's take a look at some more obvious facts with our halftime highlights brought to you by Starter Heyman. A really fun game so far. It's been the perimeter shooting and the rebounding that has really propelled Lakeview to this early lead.
Now, Lakeview's been able to find shots. This is the one thing they didn't do well. They didn't take care of the basketball. And there's Bear with a nice finish in the open floor. But they were able to score inside. They were able to score outside. They got good shots when they took care of the ball. And if you had 13 turnovers in that first half, you feel like if you do that again in the second half, then probably not going to win this game. So Lakeview's got to take better care of the ball.
One of the things that head coach Jonathan Baer was saying about this squad is we have the ability to make plays for others as well as ourselves. These guys love the game, and they show up where things haven't gone well for a stretch of time. But if they stick with it, they can work our way back into games. And I think that's what the message is here at halftime for Jonathan Baer and the Tigers. Stick with it because good things will happen. They're forcing those turnovers. They're just not finding the buckets. But with Cash Hunish, if he can hit these shots more consistently, they'll be right back into things. And it already is a 7-point game, was at one point 13.
Yeah, Hunish has been their only real perimeter threat. There's an offensive rebound and a putback by Cluck for NBC, which was a big bucket. Yeah, you didn't start very well if you're NBC. Only 5 points in that first quarter. But the second quarter was an even quarter, 13-13. I think, if anything, if you're North Bend Central, the one thing you're looking at is just really poor free throw shooting in that first half. That would have made this a much different game here at halftime. They've been able to draw fouls. They've been able to get to the free throw line. You just got to shoot a much better percentage here in the second half if you're going to come back and win the ball game.
North Bend Central averages nearly 60 points per game. They are way off that margin right now. They allow about 50 points per game, which is right where they're at. So you got to imagine North Bend Central needs to find a way to make up for some of that scoring production.
And if you're going to turn Lakeview over 13 times, you want to be able to score quite a bit off of those turnovers. Make them pay for those turnovers. Really didn't do that in the first half.
Quarter number 3 is officially underway. It is Jackson Cedar to start with the basketball for Columbus Lakeview, trying to maintain this lead. Led by double digits at 1 point, still holding a 7-point advantage. Here's a jump stop in the lane. Floater, no good. And a good rebound by Ryder Brubbitz. Brubbitz didn't get a whole lot of time in that first half. He was playing with 2 fouls for most of it. A big addition for NBC.
And Lakeview is plus 12 in rebounding right now in this ballgame.
Good ball movement. Bear for 3. Got it to go, and he is fired up.
Yeah, that was an excellent inside-out play. And Bear buries that three-pointer.
Just like that, a 4-point contest. Rathbone kicks and gets it over to Parker Ostin. Ostin drives, goes inside with a nice soft finish.
Yeah, big fellow with a soft kiss off the glass off that real quality drive.
Cluck trying to create some space. Straight up defense by Vogt. Great job. Forces the turnover. Floater from Cedar is no good, and a hard-fought board collected by Cluck. Bear back inside to Cluck. Gets the whistle, not able to finish. But Ethan Cluck back to the free throw line. He is 3 for 3 there today. He also hit a big shot at the end of the second quarter just to make it a 7-point game.
Yeah, Cluck was bumped there by Vogt. That's foul number 3 for the big fella. So he's going to likely sit down here after this free throw.
Free throw is good. And Vogt will take a seat as Levi Hirota comes in for him.
So we'll see how that all those fouls that NBC drew in that first half, will that pay dividends later when you got guys in foul trouble? And again, can you make free throws?
We got Rathbone, Ostin, and Hirota already playing with two fouls each. All on the floor right now for Columbus Lakeview. You mentioned that pretty early, Lou said that fouls could be a big factor.
Yep, absolutely, and it looks like that might come to fruition.
Cedar drives, finds Hirota on the low post. His turnaround, looks for a pass out, and nearly taken away by Hunish. Cedar, he passes it right to Hunish, trying to get around, and it is Caleb Slope who picks up his second foul. So a host of twos among the 5 starters, 4 of them all with 2 fouls each.
Really good defensive possession that time by NBC. Just couldn't find anything, could Lakeview. And then Hanish gets that pick. So NBC, great job, lockdown defense. Lakeview did not get a shot off.
Tigers are putting themselves in position to make a rally. Something they've done a couple times already this season, continuing to fight. Here's a screen set as Stirrup takes it, kicks it back to Bear. Bear on the drive, puts it up and gets it to drop in. Coda Bear.
Yeah, Bear wanted a foul there, played through contact, didn't get the call, but did get the bucket to fall, which is important. Now only down 2. NBC making a nice comeback.
That Lakeview double-digit lead has evaporated. Good pass, low post. It is Parker Ostin with his second bucket of this quarter.
Good pass. Ostin rolls to the bucket, gets a lay-in out of that. Great possession.
Good feet inside on a beautiful spin pass. Ethan Cluck with the finish off the assist from Ryder Brubbitz. And a timeout. 29-27. Vikings still maintain a 2-point lead. 5:06 to go. Quarter number 3 in CN.
For people who struggle with day-to-day activities and occupation.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
(29-27), quarter number 3. Lakeview still with a 2-point lead. He led by double digits in that first half. NBC continuing to fight back and chip away.
Yeah, they're playing much better on the offensive end, getting good shots, making free throws, and making it a little tougher for Lakeview to find those high percentage shots.
Ostin looking for a kick out. Great ball movement, stepping through. Now low post. Hirota tries to get it over the defender. No good, and Cluck tumbles down to the ground as well as Hirota. He's up limping a little bit, but back on his feet. Bear gets blocked. Cluck with the rebound. Tries to go up. Offensive foul. Ostin took it like a champ.
Yeah, Ostin. Watch Cluck here. Snags that loose ball. Ostin, I think it's the right call. Ostin might have been a little bit theatrical there. Just a bit.
I was waiting to see if you were going to say it, too. I thought so, too. But I still think Cluck, the way that he lowered his shoulder, he got really low.
Yeah, that was the right call.
Cluck had to check out of the game. And a takeaway, stolen by Stirrup. Hunish gets it to Bear. Bear fouled from behind by Levi Hirota. And that is his third whistle. 4:08 to go in quarter number 3.
Well, it seems like NBC is just doing a much better job. They're running the floor better. They're continuing to turn Lakeview over. That's number 15 in the ball game. But in the first half, really didn't take advantage of them like you would like to see them do.
Free throw, no good.
The first free throw, but get a great opportunity off that steal.
Second one is good for Bear. NBC goes into a bit of an early press, then backs out. Left wing, dribble down, kick it to Ostin on the low post, tries to get it back out. Cedar for 3, knocks it down, gives Ostin a big high five off that good pass, and it is a 32-28 lead for Lakeview.
Smart play by Ostin to get rid of that basketball, not force the shot up, find your man wide open.
No foul called on the tough shot by Stirrup. It was pretty fierce, but here comes Cedar. Step through, kick to Cedar. Out of bounds off of Hunish. Third quarter brought to you by Husker Rehab, treating the cause of pain, not just the symptoms. 3:15 to go in quarter number 3.
That was a big three-pointer a moment ago. Just kind of extends that lead. It was pretty precarious there. NBC was marching back, only down 1.
Slope makes a good move, kick ball. Always a fun place to play here in North Bend. It's a great gym.
Yeah.
Good spot, and it kind of looks like that old school atmosphere. Osteen on the high post, now gets it. Cedar down low, Hirota. Tipped away, and Bear gets the steal. Fires the pass up to Hunish, who lays it in. What a play by Coda Bear. What a pass.
Yeah, great hands on the steal and great look to get the ball up the floor. Hunish finishes the play, and here we go again. NBC getting close, only down 2.
There's Bear with another steal to tie the game. No good, and the putback by Hunish is good. He's got 10, and we are knotted up at 32. NBC has come back from a double-digit deficit. The cleanup by Hunish. We're tied at 32, 2.5 to go, third quarter.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The HEI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruge. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
Well, the Tigers continue to claw their way back, and they have officially tied up this ball game at 32. If you're Lakeview, are you panicking?
Now, Lakeview's got to take care of the basketball. I think it's a good idea to bring that full court pressure. Lakeview's already turned it over 17 times in this ball game. Why not pressure them and force them to handle the ball?
Pass to the near side. Drive in. Slope puts up the floater. It's no good, and the rebound collected by the Tigers. Hunish will stop, now roll again. Trailing three-pointer for the lead. It's good! Reed Carnat gives the Tigers a three-point lead.
It's a completely different looking offense right now from the Tigers.
What a play set up. A trailing runner. Osteen nearly goes down. Almost lost possession. Lakeview has got to get everything back together. Not there after the miss from Rathbone.
And Lakeview's gone cold.
(35-32). Lost it, taken away again by the Tigers.
NBC commits their first turnover of the third quarter and then gets it right back.
Low post, this is Cluck. He turns around, puts it up, gets it to go, and a 5-point lead. Ethan Cluck, he's got 9.
That was a shot I think you'd like to see more of Cluck. He's got good athletic ability. And off that spin, get that ball up high and score over the defense. That was a nice move.
Lost the ball. Lakeview's got to get things put together again.
Yeah, Lakeview's really, the wheels are starting to come off here a little bit. Committed a lot of turnovers in the first half, didn't hurt them, but now the turnovers are very, very costly. Already down 5, you give the ball back to NBC, who's starting to get in a groove.
Bear nearly loses it, picked back up. It's Stirrup. Carnats, and he travels, trying to come around.
We'll see if Lakeview is aggressive here. Do you play for the last shot? You're down 5.
.3 to go in the third. Got to find a way to get back in the groove because this Tiger offense has roared to life.
A great quarter, 19 points so far for NBC after 18 in the first half total.
Gets it over to Rathbone. High post, Osteen. Moving around his Slope. He'll step back 1 second. Got to put it up. No good. Ends quarter number 3. Good straight up defense by Coda Bear to force a tough shot from Caleb Slope. As we head to the fourth quarter, it is a 5-point Tiger lead, 37-32, as we go to the final 8 minutes. This is NCN.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn extra cash just for spending on everyday things, like groceries, online or in-store purchases, and lunch. At Liberty First, anyone can join, so start earning money to spend on the things you love. Start banking with purpose. Start banking with Liberty First Credit Union.
37-32, the North Bend Central Tigers have roared back to take the lead over the Lakeview Vikings. Kaylin Devin and Lucy, if you're joining you on your Thursday night, as Coda Bear takes it down to the cup and a foul called against Lakeview. Whistle going against Caleb Slope.
Slope's got 3 fouls now.
And Lakeview's been in foul trouble. Got to be really careful from now on out. Here's a takeaway. It's Vogt with the basketball.
A bit of a careless pass. Kind of forced that one, trying to get the ball to Bear in the lane.
NBC couldn't take advantage of any of the turnovers they had in the first half. Now they're starting to. Three-pointer is good by Ty Schmidt. His second triple of the day.
Big hit for Schmidt. Boy, did Lakeview needed that. They needed some momentum to swing back their way. That three-pointer might have done that.
The drive by Stirrup goes up, no good. Offensive board by Cluck. Works on the low post. Bear wants a three. Good! Coda Bear with a defender in his face. Hits a huge three to give the Tigers a 5-point advantage again.
How about Cluck's battling on the boards? Get that rebound, and again, you don't force it up. You get it back out to Bear, who was wide open there at the top of the key.
9 of Bear's 11 points have come in this second half. Tigers by 5.
Women have a 1 in 8 chance for developing breast cancer. Early detection makes a difference. Beatrice Community Hospital's Imaging Center can help with the latest technology, from screening with 3D mammography, breast MRI, breast ultrasound, and breast biopsy. All services conveniently located in the BCH's Imaging Center. Schedule your screening today. Incredible care, incredibly close.
Fourth quarter brought to you by John Henry's. Our family serving yours. 7:01 to go in the game. Tigers 40, Vikings 35. A huge three-pointer just knocked down by Coda Bear. He's got 11 points.
Yeah, it was a big-time make. Extend that lead to 5.
It was right after Ty Schmidt hit his three. Here's a jumper. Good shot for the big man, Grayson Vogt. He's got 8.
Got a soft touch for a big fella. Again, Lakeview needed that one to fall.
Offensive foul, illegal screen called against NBC. This going on Hunish. Just his first foul.
The turnovers will be big here down the stretch. And NBC's done a pretty good job throughout the game, but lately they've turned it over a few times. That's allowed Lakeview some chances to get back in it.
Oh, lost out of bounds by Rathbone. Not able to hold on to the basketball.
That's
a free
turnover,
giveaway.
That's turnover number 20 on the Vikings. That's tough to win against a good team when you turn it over at that clip.
Bear, hesitation, steps through on the high post, then kicks back to Stirrup. Drives baseline, uses his body. It's no good, and now a foul off ball called against the Vikings. And this goes against Ostin, his third. Foul trouble really an issue for the Vikings. Bear gets a screen, sees a lane, goes up, gets it. Oh, man, tough shot over Caleb Slope.
Yeah, that's the toughest shot of the game for Bear, and gets that one off the glass falling down.
Vogt, he'll take a three, no good. Hesitated at first, and then took the shot. I think you're okay with that because a guy like Grayson Vogt can play from inside and outside, but he just hasn't seen the floor a lot due to some early foul trouble. He's playing with three.
You know, it's kind of interesting that NBC got out-rebounded badly in the first half. Great move.
Oh, step through, no good, and a good block by Vogt. And Bear called with a foul. Stick around for our post-game show, all thanks to our friends at Custom Sports. We talked about fouls being a big part. Free throws could be a huge addition to this game in the final stretch. 42-37, 5:09 to go.
As long as Lakeview don't have too many guys with 4 fouls, another turnover. That's a mental error. Those are the ones that drive you crazy. And I think in that case, Ty Schmidt was thinking about taking a shot, did not secure the basketball.
I think so too. It was Schmidt who was just posted up on the perimeter. A good pass. Three-pointer here. That's good. North Bend Central. Huge triple from Drew Stirrup. And they're getting the shots they need.
Well, Stirrup knocks that one down, and that extends the lead to 8. NBC really controlling things here in the second half.
Just over 4 minutes to go. Ostin. Good ball movement. Slope for three. No good off back iron. Hunish with the board and then taken away by Vogt. He'll go up with a whistle. And Grayson Vogt going to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's where Vogt just kind of mugged. Not mugged him like in physically, just took the ball away from him. Just ripped it away and gets fouled.
Well, pickpocket.
Yep, that's probably a good description of that.
Or we can call it maybe a peanut punch, right? See that all the time in football. Vogt makes a huge free throw there.
Yeah, you gotta really both teams at this point. You have got to shoot well at the free throw line. For Lakeview, you've got the clock stopped, so you want to score. Well, there's no more time coming off, and NBC struggled in that first half from the free throw line. You got to believe, as long as you don't have a bunch of guys with 4 fouls, Lakeview is going to have to foul and force NBC to show they can knock down free throws at the late stages of the game.
They are 3 of 4 in the second half from the line. Started off pretty slow, but trying to finish hot. Brubitz gets it to Drew Stirrup. Back to Brubitz in the corner. 6-point advantage. Bear crosses around. And a foul. Bear ran into a wall. It's the 4th against Ostin.
Yeah, Ostin's a sizable fella. It's tough to get through him. For Ostin, you want to get your feet set and make that a charging foul.
And Slope just picked up his 4th foul. Stick around for our player of the game interview from the winning squad here tonight. It's all brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination and heritage at Fountain Point. If you're Lakeview, I don't think you want to foul yet. Bear takes a huge three, no good. One-handed rebound secured by Grayson Vogt.
Yeah, down 6, 3:43 to go. You don't need to start fouling at this point.
You don't want to. You'll put him in the bonus if you do. Taken away by Hunish. Open lane. Cash Hunish with the lay-in. And the lead is back to 8.
A big steal and a run out for Hunish. He's had a few of those tonight.
Rathbone to Schmidt, or rather this is Slope. Just over 3 to go. It's Vogt now. Finds Schmidt. 15 on the shot clock. Ostin gets around and gets a foul called against Ryder Brubitz.
Yeah, Brubitz reached on that. You don't need to do that. You want to play defense with your feet. The shot clock was kind of ticking away. You're forcing them to use a lot of time. You don't want to bail them out with a foul, a reaching foul that far away from the bucket.
And a fresh shot clock getting into Schmidt. Moves around Hunish. And again through the hands of Slope. It's just been mental errors today for the Vikings.
23 turnovers for Lakeview.
A timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. 2:58 to go in the game. 8-point lead for North Bend Central over the Columbus Lakeview Vikes. This is NCN.
When you have the inventory people want and a team that understands what you need, there's one place to go. Big Red Motorsports in O'Neill. Name brand ATVs, side-by-sides, and high-performance machines built for work, made for play. And the service doesn't stop at the sale. Big Red Motorsports delivers, literally. Free delivery with your purchase. It's all here in O'Neill. Big Red Motorsports.
.258 to go in the game, an 8-point lead for the North Bend Central Tigers. Kalen Devin, Lucy see if they're joining you on News Channel Nebraska today, and this is the kind of game now. The late stages can really show maybe what kind of team you're going to be in the early half of this season. Lakeview started off strong. Now their turnovers turning into points. NBC is doing a fantastic job of getting offensive buckets to fall, something they were not doing in the first half.
Yeah, they're playing much better on the offensive end. They're just getting better shots. They're shooting more confidently. And again, Lakeview with 23 turnovers, very difficult to beat a good team, especially on the road when you turn it over that many times.
Low pass, baseline, kick out three-pointer. Bear, no good. Cluck with the rebound. Kick out Hunish, trying to make him pay, no good. Schmidt moves around, has an open lane, and fouled. Ty Schmidt to the free throw line as Cluck picks up another foul. That is Ethan Cluck's second.
And Cluck with another impressive offensive rebound. He's got 4 offensive boards on the ball game.
Schmidt can't convert. Stay tuned for our top plays, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. This would make it a 7-point game. Schmidt hits it. 47-40. And a travel by Bear.
It's NBC with the costly turnover mental error. Vikings with the basketball down 7. Can't have an empty possession now if you're Columbus Lakeview. You've got to be efficient on the offensive end.
Slope finds Rathbone. Back to Vogt. Slope takes the three. Good! Huge three for Slope and the Vikings. It's a 4-point game.
Well, NBC just a couple possessions ago would have went up double figures. Missed a 3. Now it's 4 points. Lakeview right in this thing.
You don't want to foul if you're the Vikings. Let that shot clock run. Good pass, Bear. Finding a wide open Stirrup. He drives. Drew Stirrup misses it short.
Great drive. Left it short, though.
1.5 to go. Vikings trailing by 4.
Just got to get a good look here. You don't have to rush it. Work the basketball, find a high percentage shot.
There's one from Rathbone. Long. And a whistle against Schmidt. And now it's time for free throws. That's a huge foul, but a great look for Blake Rathbone.
Yeah, unfortunate for Lakeview because you're right. Wide open shot. Now can NBC stretch this lead, maybe put it away at the free throw line those last minute, 19 seconds to go.
Big shot for Drew Stirrup. Short on the free throw. This can be where games are won or lost.
Yeah, free throw is so important in close games. And for Lakeview, you got to block out here. You've got to box out, get that rebound. Can't allow an offensive board.
Second one is good. And a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. Kalen Devin, Lou Siefker joining you today in what's been a really fun and competitive game where Lakeview controlled the first half of basketball. The second half has been all NBC, yet the Vikings are still finding themselves in this game with a chance to have an opportunity to take the lead back and potentially win this game. But the way that North Bend Central's offense has been playing in half number 2, wow. I mean, what a game for the Tigers.
Yeah, they've handled the ball well, but again, they've worked the ball much better. They've handled Lakeview's defense and found good shots and knocked down shots. That's more important. Also been able to score off turnovers some, which you turned a team over 23 times. You'd love to be able to put points on the board off turnovers, and I think that's been big. NBC going to pressure. I think, again, a team that's struggling to handle the ball, that's a good idea. At least make them spend some time before they get it across half court.
5-point lead. Slope trying to get around Hunish. 1:10 to go. Slope step back. Looks for Vogt. He'll take the three. Got it!
Wow.
Big three from Grayson Vogt.
Big three from the big fella with a soft shot. That was a big-time shot at a big-time moment.
48-46. Tigers lead by 2. Here's Bear. Brubitz getting swarmed, finds Hunish with only 8 on the shot clock. Tries to make a move on Rathbone. Gets through. Now it's Stirrup. He drives. Drew Stirrup, the lay-in short. And it is Viking basketball. 22 seconds to go.
The Stirrup's had 2 great drives, left both of them short.
Big opportunity with 10. Slope nearly lost it.
Let him play no timeout. Now there's a timeout.
Timeout called. And a technical foul.
Oh. What a terrible time for a technical foul.
Is it because Klender called a timeout and then Slope did back-to-back? He pushed Hunish.
Yeah. I got to keep your head about you. It's a 2-point game. That technical foul will likely,
as a tech,
that could cost Lakeview the game very easily.
Oh, as a tech though. I don't know, man. 48. I just don't know if you can call a tech in that situation.
Yep.
Right there. Like, I get a technical foul if it's warranted. It was close.
I see both ways. I understand what you're saying. I see where the official's coming from. I tend to lean your way. I hate to see calls like that at this stage of a very tight game. But you have to keep your head about you. You can't let your temper flare up and then cost your team.
So North Bend Central will get the basketball with free throws and the ball.
And the ball, that's the big thing. Even if you miss both free throws, you get the basketball right back.
And basically have a chance for 2 more.
So
wow.
For Lakeview, you got to hope he misses, and then you got to try to get a steal and then probably have to foul again right away.
A huge turn of events. It looked like the Vikings were going to have an opportunity to potentially tie or win the game. And now it goes back into the hands of NBC.
Well, now if you're NBC, you can put this game away at the free throw line. A couple free throws here and the ball out gives you a 2-possession lead. And then again, with the basketball, that's going to be very difficult. So Bear at the free throw line can make it extremely hard for Lakeview to come back and win this.
Coda Bear is the selected shooter. His first free throw is no good. So no matter what, Tigers will get the ball back after this shot, whether it's in or not. If it's in, it's a 3-point game. If not, it stays a 2-point game. Bear in the empty gym takes the free throw. Got the second one to drop. 3-point lead for the Tigers.
Yeah, 3-point lead. Now you've got to, if you're Lakeview, you got to get a steal, or if you don't get the steal, you got to foul right away.
49-46 gets it in. Oh, and the ball is knocked away, but it is a foul. So now Cash Hunish, who's been to the line once today, he's 0 for 2, but has a chance to effectively end this game.
Yeah, you make this a 2-possession lead, that would be pretty miraculous for Lakeview at that stage. If you're NBC, if he makes this one, you get everybody off that line. And it's tell everybody to have your hands up and don't try to block any shots.
Hunish got it to go. 4-point game. This one would do it.
Everybody off the line and don't foul.
Cash Hunish, whose free throw is good. And that should wrap it up. Lakeview will try to put it in. Dish off Cedar, his three, no good. And NBC survives at home. 51-46 win off of a tough Lakeview team trying right at the heels. And it was the victory for the North Bend Central Tigers, 51-46. We'll get you down to our player of the game and our interview with head coach Jonathan Bear. It's coming up next right here on News Channel Nebraska.
Nebraska Public Power District was ready to power the state's ag industry growth in the 70s and the ethanol industry in the 2000s. Today, the need for energy is growing at a rapid pace. We are ready. We are expanding our diverse energy generation mix and building onto an already reliable and resilient infrastructure, not only to power today, but to empower Nebraska's tomorrow. Nebraska Public Power District.
In our community, we work hard and stay on the move. But when foot or ankle pain stops you in your tracks, it's time for expert care you can count on. At Faith Regional Foot and Ankle, our team includes 4 dedicated providers who provide care for all ages, because healthy feet and ankles are essential at every stage of life. From everyday issues like bunions or heel pain to the most complex conditions, including total ankle replacements and Charcot-neuroarthropathy, we provide advanced treatments and compassionate care. Our experts are here to help you heal, regain strength, and get back to doing what you love, one confident step at a time. Don't tiptoe around foot health. Step forward with Faith Regional Foot and Ankle.
A truck that's built to handle the toughest tasks. The GMC Sierra 2500 from Woodhouse Buick GMC. With available turbo diesel power, a reinforced frame, and advanced trailering tech, it's heavy-duty capability without compromise. Take advantage of exclusive offers happening now. Visit us in-store or shop online today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade.
anything for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more. From little feet to little paws, to updates and overhauls. From soft and cozy to durable and resilient. From something that blends in or something that's different. From DIY to custom install, O Street Carpet can help you with it all. Whatever your needs are for the floor, O Street Carpet has it and more.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during their early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for high-quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
Well, the North Bend Central Tigers, after a slow start, they claw their way back into this ball game, and they find a way to win, 51-46 over the Columbus Lakeview Vikings. I'm joined by the Bear family. Joins me here, Coach, and Coda. This is Jonathan Bear, Coach. Slow start. You just can't get into the flow offensively. It seems you're missing some free throws. What did you see in that slow start for your ball club?
I think, obviously we weren't making our free throws, weren't making some open shots. I think we felt a little pressure because, we were starting out in a little bit of a hole, but, that's something we have to learn to grow through and maybe learn and grow from that point of view. And I thought we did a good job of staying with it. And in the second half, we kind of got going a little bit.
You were able to draw a lot of fouls in that first half. That seemed to pay some dividends. That had several guys in foul trouble there in that fourth quarter. What was the game plan there physically? Was it to try to get the ball inside, try to draw a lot of fouls?
We thought we had an advantage in some areas guard-wise, and we knew coming into this game they were going to be a physical team, and their style of defense was going to be the way it is, where they're trying to eliminate drives. And we thought if we could get some good movement, we could get some opportunities to do that. And at times we were really good in the first half at doing that. At times we got a little impatient, but I thought as the game wore on, we got better at it, and that really paid off.
We had 18 points at halftime, 19 points in the third quarter. What was different? How were you guys able to get that offense going?
I thought we played together. We allowed ourselves to play basketball and allowed guys to move freely within the game, and I thought that was a big part of it. And we hit some shots, got to the free throw line, and then we created some havoc defensively, and that was really a key for us. We talked about at halftime coming out and really applying some pressure and trying to get going that way, and I thought our guys did a great job of applying pressure. We got some runouts, we got some layups that way, and that kind of got the game turned.
Well, Lakeview had, I believe, 13 turnovers in the first half. You just mentioned that you wanted to get some runouts. What was the message to your team there at halftime about making them pay for those turnovers?
It was really just sticking to the game plan that we had coming into the game. I thought early in the game we settled for a lot of early shots, and I thought if we could get our offense going where we got multiple touches, that we could force them into some fouls. And I thought defensively we just needed to keep the pressure on their guards and make them handle and create. And I think we have some good defensive guards in Coda and Cash, and they really create havoc, and they did a great job of doing that in the second half.
I thought you had some guys that stepped up, especially in the second half. Cluck was one of them. They got some big offensive rebounds, and Honish hit some big shots throughout the ball game. Talk about those guys' play here tonight.
Yeah, Cash is just a spark plug for us. When he gets rolling defensively, he really gets us going offensively with what he does on defense. And Ethan is he's a great teammate. He does all the dirty work, doesn't get a lot of statistical love, but he's great on the boards for us. He really helps us out defensively. In this game, he set himself up with some offensive baskets, which was big for us. And so he's really come a long way. I'm very proud of him, not just for this game, but just for what he's done as far as where he started to where he is now. He's a great player.
And certainly Coda made some big plays there in that second half. You tell him, no supper if you don't start playing better, or what's going on?
Yeah, I told him we'd love his brother more if he didn't figure it out. So that was probably where it started. And, a father's love is what he needed, I guess.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, hey, congratulations. A nice win here over a pretty good Columbus Lakeview team. Good luck as the season progresses.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
That's head coach Jonathan Bear. Let's get Coda in here. Coda, now, what was it with you in the second half? It just seemed like you stepped your game up. How were you able to kind of take it to that next level?
I don't know. Energy got going. My teammates hit me with the ball, and if I'm open, I'm going to shoot it. So take my shot when it's there.
Absolutely. You know, there late in the game, you had some free throws. You missed the first one. The second one is hard to make when you miss that first one. What was going through your mind? How were you able to focus and make that one?
Just step up, go through my routine, take a breath before I shoot it, knock it down. That's all that's going through my head.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Lakeview is a team that struggled handling the basketball. I think you were part of that to turn them over. How were you able to change that in the second half and really take advantage of those turnovers?
I don't know, just kind of mix up what we do on defense. Sometimes pressure them a little more, sometimes lay back. Just being smart with it, I guess. Playing without fouling.
Well, Lakeview out-rebounded you guys pretty significantly in the first half. You guys turned the tables in the second half. What was different there?
Just like a group effort, getting to spots, finding bodies. It's more than just getting rebounds. It's all of us. We got to all get there.
So what's the I guess the focus now going forward for you guys? What do you guys want to do better as the season progresses?
We talked about it, during practice, just small growth every day, little changes here and there, and keep getting better. That's it.
Absolutely, keep getting better. Well, you got better tonight. That was a big win for you guys, Coda. Congratulations on the victory. Been our player of the game.
Yep, thank you.
That's Coda Bear, our player of the game. Kevin, let's send it back to you.
Well, great game from Coda Bear along with Cash Hunish. They both had 14 points. Also, Ethan Cluck, a big factor in the NBC come-from-behind victory over Columbus Lakeview. Let's take a look at our top plays today, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Well, a really fun one today in a great venue. Columbus Lakeview comes in as the visitors, 2-2 on the year, while North Bend Central 3-2. As we start this quarter off with some fun basketball, we saw lots of turnovers from Columbus Lakeview. That was one of the big Achilles heels for this team early on, but a lot of it didn't matter in that first half after Coda Bear gets that bucket to fall. Vikings were just finding a lot of good things going offensively. Three-pointer here is blocked. Good play defensively by Reed Carnatz. 6-5 is the lead for Lakeview. They would lead 12-5 at the end of the first quarter. Now 12-7, low post. How about that pass to a trailing Grayson Vogt? Gets the shot to go. Has a chance at the free throw line. Lakeview led by as many as 15 points after this three-pointer knocked down by Ty Schmidt. 15-point lead. Starting to get erased just a little bit. The eraser starting to make a change. Ethan Cluck with a putback right at the end of the first half, and all of a sudden it's a 25-18 game. Now, three-pointer, straightaway triple knocked down by Coda Bear. Flexes to the camera. He's fired up. 29-28, a chance to extend the lead. And that's exactly what Jackson Cedar does. Gives Lakeview a 4-point cushion. Well, that wasn't it. Coda Bear with the steal. How about that pass? Cash Hunish lays it in. And it is a 2-point game. NBC trying to rally their way back, and that's exactly what they do. Reed Carnatz trailing three-pointer gives the Tigers the lead. 35-32. We go into the fourth quarter. Still a slight lead for North Bend Central, but a three-pointer by Coda Bear knocked down in the lead, increased. How about this tough shot by Coda Bear? That's why he was our player of the game. He hit some of the biggest shots of the day. And another one from Drew Stirrup trying to give the Tigers the lead, and they hold on. A late chance for Lakeview to win the game or tie, and a technical foul gives the Tigers free throws, and they hold on for the 5-point win, 51-46. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on News Channel Nebraska. Our first game, Pender and North Bend Central. The Penn Dragons got the win here. North Bend Central wins the boys' game over Columbus Lakeview to get the fans a happy victory and a great ride home. For all of us here on News Channel Nebraska, thank you so much for all of our camera operators, for Connor running the show in the truck, and for Lou Siefker. My name is Kalen Devin. Have a great rest of your Thursday night.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.